motors are running good. Everything's working like it should so far. And we don't really have an itinerary. Let's check out the motors, see how they look. Yeah, everything's running good. That's about it. And I'm not even sure if you could hear me back there because it was loud. We don't have anything really to protect. Here's my wily crew for the next couple days. Say hi, guys. I think they already got cocktails going, but that's not real fair because I'm captain and I can't have them yet. But I will. I will when we get anchored. I will have one. But yeah, guys, we are on the move on the WTF, cruising around 8-9 miles an hour. We might try to do a little bit of fishing, see if we can pick up some trout or something for some dinner. If not, we got food with us and provisions. The weather's supposed to be nice. It is a slicker today. We could water ski there if we wanted to. But more importantly, we are out on the water. We are on the WTF. And we're going to enjoy the next couple days and just chill. Because I'm much happier out here. You know, it's amazing. You get on the boat, you get the boat situated, you push away from the dock, and you get out here for a couple days. And it's amazing how therapeutic it is. We're so close to doing this full time. And every time we do it, we learn a little something more. Figure something else out, we get some more ideas, and we love it. We love it. So stay tuned. Just wanted to give it a little intro for you guys, let you see what we're doing and where we're heading. But we're heading right now, we're heading that way about 30 miles. That's the game plan. What we're gonna do when we get there, we don't know. What we're gonna do after that, we don't know. Tomorrow, no game plan.
So we slowly started navigating to our destination, and we were fortunate enough to have a couple dolphins show up and initially lead the way for us and point us in the right direction. But as we were cruising and heading towards our destination, I realized that I think I like the journey, the trip, the slow trip almost as much as I do the destination. Just going this slow allows you to relax and really soak it all in. But eventually we did make it to our destination, and we set up and actually did a couple drifts over the grass flats there where we were able to catch some fish. We caught a couple trout that we were able to put into the cooler to start a dinner that we were going to have for the next night. And we even had a little toothy critter show up and bite off my jig. But eventually we made it to our anchorage.
Alright guys, so in other videos you guys have seen us anchor the WTF. This is a big boat, it's a heavy boat. And we got a little bit of breeze tonight. I don't think we're going to have a lot, but this bridle setup is just kind of peace of mind. So normally what we'll do when we anchor, I got about 75 feet of chain, and then it goes to the anchor line. But in my anchor line, you can see that little clip down there, that little metal loop, and that's tied into our anchor line. And the reason that's there is in case I want to tie in this bridle setup. And if you look at the cleats down here, there's one goes to this cleat on the port side, and then on the other side it's the exact same thing. It goes to the starboard side, and it comes out here in the middle. And you can tie this to that setup, and instead of your line being on this metal and on the roller, and as the boat's moving back and forth, one, you could chafe your anchor line, and you could have enough fatigue to where eventually it'll go. But what we're going to do is I'm going to put this bridle line up. So I got somebody at the helm. We're giving a little bit of gas. All we're going to do is we hook that to that, and we'll let the boat settle here, and you'll see now that anchor line's going to grab like it normally does, but this bridle line going to each cleat is taken over, so all the pressure now is going to 2 points instead of 1. And what I'll do is I'll leave a little bit of anchor line, a little where it comes out of my windlass here. I'm leaving a little bit of slack, but I'll still tie it like I normally do. just like that. So for whatever reason, if the bridle line gives way, we have another section that can take over, and it's just safety. Plus the boat stays a lot more stable. It doesn't swing as much because it's holding from the outside, but just wanted to show you that.
So what are you making down here? What you got going on?
So I pre-cooked the chicken and the sous vide, and we're just gonna cook it on the grill and give it some color.
Grill it,
up.
and then
Over here I have the Caribbean rice that we're gonna cook.
nice.
With the
That's a
pineapples.
pineapple.
And then
Awesome.
we've got the zucchini and squash.
And
that
those
we're
are
gonna
going
cut
on the
up.
grill.
And those going on the grill.
All right, and it's wine 30. So let's do this.
I have heard. Yeah, same. You put in both bitters,
All
right?
So what are we making here?
An old fashioned, a smoked old
And a
fashioned.
smoked old fashioned.
Yes.
So we got orange bitters.
Yep. Then you have this bitters. This.
Okay.
Then you put in the bar smith.
The Bar Smith, and then our
Woodford.
Reserve. So we
then-
put all that together in a glass with some ice.
Yes. And a little bit of this juice.
Okay. Oh, so it's an actual
Cherry.
cherry.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And then juice.
Oh, it's going in.
So that goes in there.
Karen, and make sure we did it right.
So we may or may not have done
Oh
this
no,
right. but-
look what's going on here.
So that's kind of
Sweet.
smokes the whole drink.
Alright.
It's kind of a
smoke box for a while.
All right. Is it?
Yeah. Open it up.
Is it?
Alright, we're gonna open up the box.
Woo!
all right.
It looks like it's done. How cool is that?
Cheers. Let's see. Pretty sweet.
It's good?
That's awesome.
Is it delicious?
Yeah, that's yummy. How many can I drink before I get in trouble?
10.
Yeah.
Should I answer that?
No, no. Awesome.
All right.
Smoked old fashioned.
Cigar
Thank you.
time.
Cigar time. Good morning, everybody. Had a good night. A little breezy last night, and I'm glad we did this bridle setup because the boat really held well. But water's a little shallow here, but where we are at, we're actually in scallop grounds. So we're going to, oh, actually check it out. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but we've got white bait right by the boat here. Anyways, what we're gonna do today is we caught some trout yesterday, just drifting with the houseboat, which is pretty cool. Just drifting along in your houseboat and hopefully catching some fresh dinner for tonight. But before we head over and do some drifts for some trout, where we're at here off of Anclote and in Pasco County, scallop season is open. So we're in some nice grass flats here, and I'll show you down the side of the boat here. You can see there's a couple boats behind us, and they're just snorkeling and trying to pick up some scallops. But the weather is beautiful. We got a slick, calm conditions. So we'll hit this area, maybe head out a little bit deeper to some like 5 foot of water, see if we can find some scallops, and then we're gonna find some trout and hopefully have a cool meal that we just catch right off the side of the boat while we're hanging out in this area. But what else we got going on before we get going on our day is we're finishing up our coffee, and the girls are in the kitchen doing some magic. What we got? We got
Do you want
eggs
some
and
bread?
bacon. We're making some sandwiches,
Did you want some bread?
and then I'm going to jump in the water and see if I can find us some scallops. I don't think I'm going to try to spend all day doing it, but it would be nice to get a handful of some bay scallops just as a little topper or side to some trout that we catch. Be cool. So we're going to see how it goes. Awesome day. Next 2 days are going to be like this, just absolutely slick, calm. And there's actually, if you look straight out there, there's some more boats scalloping. There's those bait fish. So it's going to be a good day. Gonna jump in and see if we can find some scallops. It's the water's crystal clear. It's pretty shallow here, so we're gonna start here and look around and then go from there and see what we can find. Let's get at it. 16 and a half. Those, we got 4 nice trout. Well, not nice, but keepers. But they're big enough. And we got some scallops as a little appetizer to go with it. I mean, that's not a lot of meat once you clean them, and we'll go over cleaning them. But and we got some steaks that we're gonna grill, so we're gonna be eating good tonight. But I'm gonna clean these, and then I'll show you guys how we clean the scallops and talk a little bit. So we're cleaning the scallops right now, Calvin and I. We're in the water for like an hour, but we wanted to get enough scallops to go with our trout, and you saw me cleaning the trout, so those are ready to go. We're gonna blacken the trout. We're gonna take the scallops, probably saute them in a little butter. They don't take a lot to make taste good. They're actually delicious by themselves. And then we're gonna do some steaks. So kind of do a surf and turf. But how cool is it to be on the houseboat, chilling with the family, jump in the water for a little bit, throw a rod and reel for a little bit, and we caught fresh seafood that we're gonna enjoy tonight with a couple steaks mixed in. But I wanna show you how we clean these scallops. This is considered a big scallop. They're bay scallops, but in our area, well, where we're at right now, we're in Pasco, and it's actually open in this area right now, and it's open for just a few more weeks. But inside here, and I can't show you on this one until I get it open, but the meat is a white muscle. And once I get this open, I'll show you. So that muscle was attached up here. So I have to scrape it clean first, because if you just try to rip it apart before you'll do that, you'll tear that muscle in half, and that's the good part that you want to eat. So this is one of the ways that we're cleaning it right now. It's actually our only option. You could use it. They have little scallop knives or butter knife. We prefer a spoon because that's all we have right now. And then you pull the snot and all that slime off that. That's actually his eyeballs and stuff and everything he does to use for filtering the water. And then you do the other side. You just take your time and work your way around. The slower you go, the better you peel that meat off that shell. And that's it. And that's a big piece of meat for a bay scallop. It's not a big piece of meat, but as far as bay scallops go, it is. Now, one of the other options back when I was guiding, what I would do with my clients is we'd get an assembly line going, just like when somebody would do that. And instead of this part right here, where you're kind of cleaning up the slime and taking your time to not hurt the meat and pull it off gently like this, which that's a pretty good job, we would just take a shop vac and take the shop vac and hold it right over that, and it's enough suction to suck all the slime off it but leave the meat. So that's another way that works, and it's pretty effective. And when I was guiding and helping clients, that's what we did. But we're gonna finish the rest of these scallops up. The trout's cleaned, the steaks are seasoned, and we're gonna get this meal together. So I'm hungry. All right, let's finish this and go to eat. All right, guys, I told you earlier, we're getting ready to just fire this up and cook the trout and the scallops and the steak, and Mother Nature showed up. So we got delayed for a while, but I'm just gonna show you this. Check this out. That is a Fred Flintstone style steak. We got scallops to the north of the steak with some blackened trout underneath it and some fresh veggies. And we are chilling here in the WTF. And you got Leslie there. I got Calvin and Karen behind me. They are making their meal. We got steaks, scallops. It's just all kinds of deliciousness. Not only that, we got football on TV. So we're enjoying it. We're having a good night. And I'm gonna try not to eat so much that I have to just go to sleep. And we're gonna enjoy this. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. We had a good night. We had those storms that we were dealing with for about an hour. But after that, they blew right on through, calmed down, had a nice
big bright moon, not full moon, but bright enough where it kind of lit up the sky. And this is not a bad view to wake up to, is it? So behind me here, it's a sandbar that's we're by an island. You can see over here, this island here is called Anclote Island, and then the north tip of that island is the sandbar. And when the tide gets a little lower, actually the sand will pop up. You can walk on it. It's pretty hard packed, pretty cool. But we're going to get ready to start our day. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to head back today. I might try to convince everybody to stay one more night. Maybe I'll tell them the boat's broken or something. I don't know. Certainly not going to be able to convince them that it's too dangerous to drive back, because it is absolutely slick, laid down. It's going to be a beautiful day. Here's the other view of that sandbar on the other side of it. It's not real big. Ends over there. So last night's dinner was epic. The trout that we caught we blackened it, and Leslie put a little hollandaise sauce over it. Not a lot, just a little bit. And those steaks that Calvin and Karen brought, they were like Fred Flintstone sized steaks. So we had to, I actually cut mine in half and still didn't even finish all my steak. But that trout I devoured. And my favorite to the whole thing was those scallops. Those scallops were huge, like the size of my thumb. And the meat, you know, the meat that was inside the scallops, once you clean them, and I showed you how I cleaned them, and you get to that meat, usually it's about the size of your pinky, that white meat that you pull out. But man, they were hearty, big scallops, the actual meat, and man, they were so good. They were sweet, the texture was perfect, and we only caught enough just to add with the trout. But man, a lot of work for a little bit of meat, but man, it's so good. It's so worth it. And there's only a couple more days. I think maybe they were so big because we're at the end of the season, maybe. I don't know, but in years past, I've never gotten them that big. But we got to head back. We're going to get some breakfast and slowly start our morning. On this side of those waves are breaking. Like I said, when the water goes down, you'll start to see sand. It's actually over there. There's birds. It's dry. But where you see the dark to light, that is like a nice drop off, and it's almost like a highway for fish. So I might just come right off the back of the boat here in a little bit and chuck a jig to see if I can pop myself a big snook, because that season just opened here recently. So we'll see. I'm gonna give it a shot, see how the morning goes. Right now I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and get our day going and try to figure out a way to convince everybody that we don't need to go back today. I think sabotaging the boat's my best option. Unfortunately, I have Calvin with me and he can fix anything, so see what I can do. If breaking the boat doesn't work, I can just beg and plead, I guess. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Slow on our way back. We're trying something a little different to see what kind of fuel economy we get. We drove a little, went a little faster on our way to Anclote a couple days ago. We're running about 9 miles an hour. Now we're going to run about 6.5, 7 to see if we can get a little bit better fuel economy, because these older gas motors are just horrible. I'm getting like just over 1 mile per gallon. So we're driving at about 6.5 mile an hour to see if we can maybe hopefully get like 1.5 to 2 miles per gallon. I'm pretty confident we're going to get 1.5, but I don't see 2. But we're just going to see how it goes, see what kind of fuel burn we get out of it. But we loaded up from Anclote. We had some breakfast. It was awesome. And we're heading home. Everybody's on their phone, hanging out. Calvin's navigating for me, and we're doing the drive of shame to go home. So I tried to trick them and told them that the boat was broken, but they didn't believe it. We had to get back. We have responsibilities, stuff that we got to do. But it's a nice day. Flat calm.
And I don't think I really mind driving slow like this. Reason being, you know, slower speed on a houseboat like this, we just have all the luxuries. We got TV, we can watch something, you know, a game or a movie with the Wi-Fi setup that we have because we're always close to shore. We have air conditioning, we have the galley, we can fire up a meal if we want, bathrooms, you know, just chill on the couch, takes turns navigating. So when you're going 6.5, 7 mile an hour, you know, it might not have the range that we want. If we're going to do it like a 10-hour day, you might only get 70 miles down the way, but you know, it is what it is. You gotta weigh it out with the cost of running the boat. So eventually that'll be fixed once I go to diesels. And I'll get the economy that I want. I can be able to run a little faster if I need, but these motors are running great. I redid that one, and they're running perfect. They're just purring, knock on wood. So, but we had a great time, man. We had a blast on this trip. Good food, good people, and Calvin and Karen are good friends of ours. We just loved hanging with them. Loved being on the water, and just loved being on the houseboat. We just really, really dig this lifestyle, and I'm looking forward to doing it full time. We do it as much as we can now until another year or so from now when I can retire, and then it'll be a full-time thing. But we're loving it. We're loving it. Yeah, I think you guys are loving it too with the support on the channel, and I want to thank you for that. This channel just keeps slowly growing and growing. If you guys something that you want us to do or want something you want to see or any questions or concerns or comments, please leave them. Let us know. And I just want you to know that we appreciate the support and the growth that the channel's doing. So that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it because I'm out on the houseboat chilling on the water. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember, salty bushwhacker, it's a way of living.